Hello YouTube! I'm Pinstar and this is Dungeon in Pinstar Plays Episode 2. So in our last episode we got ourselves established building a nice little inn right outside the dungeon in between two towns that hate each other. So let's step things up a notch. We've added a pub and some more room space. So let's amp things up a little bit. Beginner's luck. Luckily, none of the adventurers from either guild ran into each other last week, so to be honest, there weren't a lot of guests. Will we have to attract more customers in order to make more money, or will our beginner's luck hold out? We need more guests. All right. Get at least 10 adventurers from Seaside. These 10 adventurers from the Mountain Guild. We need 550 and no battles. I don't think there's any way we're avoiding a fight this time. What should we do? It's never too late to make a run for it. It's time. If it's time you need, I can buy you more than enough. I've got it. Made up your mind? You want me to go out now? No. Just let the fight happen. Huh? What are you talking about? We have some gear in storage, right? Probably have a thing or two in there that we could be used. Then that settles it. But I can't fight. I'd rather grab the gear and make for the hills. Hey, I wasn't expecting you to fight anyway. Not like I can fight either. Right, if we're in for a fight, I'd rather go out and fight by myself. Any other ideas? Oh man, I should have totally booked it out of here when I had the chance. So yeah, this is pretty much kind of a scripted tussle here. So by them meeting in the courtyard, that's when the fight happens. So what's the plan? Just tell me now. I can buy enough time to make a run for it. Nah, it won't be necessary. Excuse me, Wisp. It's part of your contract to protect us. Can you lend us a hand? We'd suffer losses too if we were put out of business, right? Uh-huh. So I don't need help? Yeah, it's okay, Butter. We still have a long way to go, right? Just can't keep waiting for your help every time. We need to find a sustainable and reliable way. Well, if that's the case. Can now use guards in combat. I'll explain it. So basically, yeah, the adventurers are facing off against each other. Right now, the Mountain Guild's a little bit stronger. Now we could just sit back, let them duke it out, or we could help out one of the sides with an armed guard. Now I'm feeling good for the underdogs here. So if we and then we can say which side do we want to aid. But yeah, let's help them out. And now 100% chance of victory. Their butts are going to get beaten because these wisps are pretty strong, 3 strength each. So that puts 11 strength against 8 and certainly more hit points. Boom, 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 boom. Whoa, look at him go. You sure this is a good idea? What do you mean? Obviously we're favoring one side. What if somebody sees that? Like who? What do you mean who? The other side? Dead men tell no tales. Yes, so because we literally killed the other side and there are no other survivors, the other guild won't really catch much wind about this. Let's hurry and clean this up for the other adventurers. See what happened. Way to go, Sarah. And because we helped them out, that lowers their suspicion of us. And gives us more tokens for them. And they pay us. Do not get caught working with both sides. Both guilds' level of suspicion must not reach and exceed a certain point. A warning appears when the level reaches the maximum. Warnings are not issued. So depending on the outcome, so yeah, we cleared all our suspicion with the Seaside Guild. They love us. We didn't raise our suspicion of the Mountainside because there were no survivors from the Mountainside Guild. All right, so what do we do here? I think we want these guys, because these guys are already advertised to. We want them to hurry along. So we are going to haste you so that you just make your way into the inn sooner rather than later. So this guy we know is going to be advertised to. We could stall these. I'd hate to throw down a sign just for one person though. Maybe we put down a stopper. Although we have this blue bee coming here. Trying to think, because we only have room for 4 on this side. This side has 6 now. So we definitely want to speed people along. So if we advertise to them up here, they'll be advertised to good and early. Yeah, this guy will probably be passed by, but that's okay. And then that, putting our sign on cooldown is actually not a bad thing. So yeah, these guys will all be advertised to. So by the time they get down here, they'll want to go into the inn. And then that's all of our wisps. We can't play anything else yet because the other 2 were playing guard duty. All right, so this one's gonna make it here because of the haste potion. And unfortunately not going to, they'll be outside advertising range. And they haven't been advertised to, so they don't want to go. Get another one working on here. Okay, so these 3 are doing well. I think we want to stall. These 3 will go into the inn and then clear out, so I'm not too worried about space here. None of these guys have been advertised to, so that's okay. We could put up a stopper here just to let them accumulate. Stall makes us more money, but stopper is a little bit more effective. Let's put up a stopper. Too late for this guy, unfortunately. Do we want to slow anybody down? I mean, because I hate to let this guy go, because he's a blue one too. We could slow these guys down. Because it's going to be a while before we're ready to advertise. Oh yeah, we're out of wisps. That's okay. All right, 3 and 4, not bad. The flea market is being held in the beach in the port city. Apparently, flea market's being held at Port City. I want to go and eat some tasty eats. And who would watch the inn? Hey, I didn't say I was actually going. I know my job. Haha, let's all go together some other time. Oh, hold on a sec. We can set up a stall and try and sell stuff. Be a good way to promote the inn. While running the inn, certain events might occur. So it's going to cost us a wisp for a little bit of time. We've got 2 wisps. All right, let's see here. These 2 are going to go in, and that's good. These all are getting paused here. We have all of our other cooldowns up. We could throw up the stall up here. Slow them down and make some money while we're at it. Yeah, let's go to the flea market. We don't need our sign up for a hot minute here. And we'll stall you guys to slow all y'all down and make some cash while we're at it. because we're gonna want to hit use our sign over here once the lucky wheel wears out. Get all of them advertised to. And yeah, there's 5 going in here. We could even do a combo of sign plus haste. Get them into the inn sooner. I think that's the smart play here. So we put the sign down here. We put the haste over here, and now everyone's making it past much quicker. And all getting advertised too. That's our wisp. But again, these guys are all getting slowed down by our stall. Even we'll get this one. Yeah, 5 of them are showing up at the inn. Now, one thing we do need to do is the sign. We might need to pull out the wheel to put a stopper on these guys before they cross. Because we want to be able to get them advertised to, and our sign's not going to be ready. Beach Flea Market, and we get some money and Seaside Guild fame. Sweet. Slightly tipsy adventure approaches. Earn 5 gold, or something happens, or service proficiency. We like service proficiency. It's like EXP. We're cutting you off. All right, so we lose out on 2 of them if we let them slip past. Because the sign's coming back in next turn. But if we let them go through and we haste these others, we could get a whole bunch of mountaineer people going. And yeah, we don't have that much capacity here. And we're also not going to lose out on these. So yeah, I'm going to leave the wheel alone for a hot minute. We could even put a stopper on up here. Just let these adventurers accumulate. You're already advertised too. I think that's because we set up the stall in the city. Although you're already advertised too as well. But you still. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna put up a blocker, a stopper up here. Just to let you guys accumulate for a little bit. Enough adventure. All right, we got enough seaside people. And we got some service proficiency increased. Yeah, look at that money. Next day. Some adventurers may visit the inn just to use the facilities. These adventurers will always use these facilities and will tip more. All right, so yeah, Snake One wants to go to the cafe. They don't want to sleep. All right, so now we've got our wombo combo here. We got signboard, which we can play. Yeah, we can't get this guy, unfortunately, but we can get these. And yeah, that'll get them crossing sooner. The alternative would be up here. This guy's like super duper slow. So maybe we do want to make sure he makes it across. Yeah, it's going to take him 2 turns to get there anyway. 1, 2, 3. You're already advertised too. You'll make it to the haste portion next turn. Yeah, that should be good. All right, that ran out. We could slow them all down and make a boatload of money advertising to them with the food stall. Let's do that. We can make some Boku bucks. And then we can just, once our signs and haste stuff is up, we can make sure that they make their way over. But hey, this will give us some cash money. Special guest. Word about the newly opened pub is spread among the Mountain Guild adventurers. An adventurer known for drinking his drinking visits the pub. All right. Let's see what kind of beer they got. All right, so we want to make sure this guy, he's purple, master adventurer, makes it into the pub. All right, so these two will make it in, and, well, one of the two will make it in. One of them's we're not gonna have the room. Something stronger. Sneaks. All right. So ask a wisp for help. Costs us $5. Ask them for butter. Hang on. Well, let's. We need to get these guys down here. So I think we need to do our haste advertiser wombo combo here. They'll make it in 2 turns, so they don't need to be hasted. These guys need to be hasted. Yeah, this guy especially needs to be hasted if he's going to make it to the sign. Although, isn't he already advertised too? He is. So, you know what? He does not need to be hasted. This guy needs to be hasted to make it to the sign. We could throw down, so if we don't use the butters option, we could throw down a stopper here. Catch this guy, this guy. Yeah, this will go for 2 turns and then, yeah. And then, you know what, we'll pay the wisps for something stronger. I gotta be careful though, because we gotta get these guys in. Alright, Mountain Guild fame. We make some of our money back. These guys clear out. Alright, yeah, all of our wisps are on cooldown. We've got one guy making it in, which is fine, because we got the stopper going. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh boy. Huh. All right. Okay. That stalls them enough that we get all of them in before they clash. Because that would have been a real messy clash. And also, I mean, if they all kill each other, they're not going to spend money in the end if they're dead. Although, they're not going to visit, are they? No, he's going to visit. And he's going to visit. That's fine. So we lose out on a few, but we avoid an epic brawl, which is, you know what? That's fine. We don't have, well, yeah, we're missing out on a few. But you know what? They all paid for food, so we'll be okay. And besides, this place is full up anyway. All right, we're going to advertise to you guys. And we're going to haste you guys. And hey, we got our optional guy in, so that works. Got enough adventurers from the Mountain Guild. We entertained our special guest. All right, 2 new things. All right, last time of this one, you're going to make it in. Stinks that we missed this guy. Let's see. Coffee, black tea, or juice. I'll go coffee. I want the experience. Give me the best beer you got. So we get $6 and get between 4 and 10 fame. The weaker options are less variable, but also less beneficial. Although lager's a good sure thing. Yeah, let's go lambic. Go big or go home. Now the question is, do we want to... I don't think we need to put a stopper down. Although a stopper would... We could put a stopper up here, because we don't want to stop this guy. He's already been advertised to. Although that might cause a fight if the... He's going to get here in 2 turns. You're going to get here in 2 turns. Well, hang on. So next turn he goes here. Next turn he goes here. Third, so he's going to get into our inn in 3 turns. You're going to get here in 2. You're going to make it in 2. You're going to make it in 2. So yeah, this guy can lurch in slowly, but we could, if we put the stopper up here, we'll put the stopper just above them, and then just let people accumulate. All right, we got money. Ooh, I think we got pretty good there. Not bad. Aha, that beer's amazing. You like beer too? Never say no to a good beer. All right, final day. So yeah, these 3 are going to all make it in, which is great. Because that's 3 out of 4 already here. And yeah, all of our stuff's on cooldown anyway, so it's not much we can do to move the needle. Alright, I think we do the wombo combo of haste and advertising. Advertise. Wait, nope, not that. And we haste. Actually, do we? Maybe we haste sooner. Because you're going to make it here in 2 turns anyway. We haste up here, and that way we get this guy. And they'll make it in, too. Meanwhile, our food stall... Yeah, so this is it for here. This guy's not going to make it in. He's just gonna pass us by. I mean, if we put you here, I don't think these guys are gonna make it by the time this disappears. So you know what? I'm just gonna put it up here. Let these guys do some munching and crunching. Yeah, because they make it down here, and then 3rd turn they go here. But I think this only lasts. This only lasts for 2 turns. So it'll go poof before he goes. So there we go. Oh yeah, all 4 of these are making their way in. Coffee cups a-crashin'. Clean them up quickly. Sure. I mean, we're not using our wisps for anything else. Might as well clean them up and get the rep. And yeah, these guys have been parked in here the whole time, so they're just making us money. Do not get caught working both sides. There we go. Fortunately, nothing bad happened. And we clean them up nice and quick. Oh, look at that. Yeah, these guys were staying here the entire round, so they were shelling out some boku bucks. Another successful week. Oh, that was one hell of a week. Pfft, that was nothing. I thought we were working at the inn would be boring, but it was much more fun. We've only just begun. It doesn't bode well if you're already having a hard time. No kidding. Ah, geez. By the way, there were guests that came in even when we didn't have our signboard up. Sounds like the word is out about our inn. That's good to hear. Okay, maybe we should ask for more help. For a successful soft opening. Wispy! Alright, all missions completed. We got 20% suspicion on mountains, but it didn't get any worse after that initial forced fight. You can build a training room in the lodges of the Sea and Mountain Guilds. Oh, perfect timing. I was thinking it would be nice to have a place to stretch out. Hey, it's for the guests to use. It's not like it wears out. You gotta keep training to stay sharp. Yeah, you got a point. Alright, but only when there are no guests. And don't forget to clean up afterwards. Wipe down the machines, always. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, we've got 7 emblems for C, 5 for them. We can get both of these. A pub. Now we can really start milking money from here. And I'm gonna go with the extra room here because it's really constraining to only have 4 beds. I know they were talking about building the weight room here, but I would prefer the extra room here so that way we're working with 6 and 6. All right. All right, folks. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!